OmegaBall Championships from the Orange County Great Park in Irvine, California. Yes, OmegaBall is fast, free, flowing, a new sport based on the foundation of soccer. Action is fast and furious, and the amount of scoring, yes indeed, it is incredible. With that, we welcome you into our broadcast position alongside two folks that certainly know plenty about putting the ball in the back of the net and finding success on the field. All the way to my far right, former U.S. Women's National Teamer Leslie Osborne, this guy three-time World Cup veteran Kobe Jones. My name is Mark Rogandino. Happy to have you along here in Southern California for the OmegaBall Championships. Kobe, let's start with you. You know a thing or two about speed from your playing days and quickness out on the field. In this small surface, we're going to see a lot of that today.
Yeah, this is going to be fast and fun. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of this. It's a new sport, but from everything that we've seen from previous matches, you know, goal-scoring opportunities come fast and furious, and that's what it's all about.
All right, we're just moments away from getting into the first half kick. You've heard from these two, but how about the perspective from the players?
It's chaotic, it's great.
What do I love about OmegaBall?
It's just the ability to poach and being able to take opportunities from guys trying to score on the other opponent's goal. If it came to you, you're able to tap it in and you get all the glory without doing any of the work.
I love that there's no offsides.
I'm looking forward to enhancing a new side of my game and seeing what I got.
More pace, more action, more scoring.
I think everybody who watches football loves to see goals. I think that's the main part, it's the main attraction, it's what people come to see. OmegaBall brings that all together and really emphasizes that part of the beautiful game.
Honestly, it's just really chaotic, it's super fun.
It makes the game faster for those people who aren't as interested in a slower 2-1 score game. You know, they're scoring every 2 seconds, so it really brings the game to the American public in a fun way.
Having that extra team brought a new aspect where you may have an alliance, you may have an enemy. There's two opponents and you know, alliances have the potential of being formed.
It's nice because the space is pretty close, so you always get a chance on goal and there's a lot of opportunities to finish. I love scoring them 2 goals more than 1.
Lots and lots of goals. More action, more scoring.
All right, here's how we play the game. 3 teams, 3 goals, and of course 3 15-minute periods. Not everything in threes. We've got 5 players per team out there on the field, 4 field players and a goalkeeper. It is a 360-degree of play surface out there. The goalies can score, and hands off, of course. Only the goalies can get their hands on the ball inside that circular area. Other rules that you're going to want to know, and this is great, you guys. No offside rules. So that means cherry picking in full effect. No throw-ins and own goals. If there's an own goal by one team, each of the other 2 teams will be able to get a point out of that. So scoring comes in a number of different ways here in OmegaBall. As I mentioned, the dimensions of the field. A circular pitch, 175 feet in diameter. The field fits in about half of a traditional soccer field. 3 goals, each team defends 1 goal, and 3 separate corner spots. So again, there are no throw-ins here in OmegaBall, only corner kicks and then goal kicks after a ball goes by the goalkeeper, say on a shot attempt, then they have an opportunity to play out from the back on their own. And the teams making their way out onto the field. All right, you guys, let's take it through a couple of names and numbers here. Leslie, I'll start with you. Team Black Diesel, as we're calling them here for the championship. A number of players, and obviously, you know, let's talk about the goalkeeper, Elisa Martin. She's going to have her hands full because she's got 2 teams to defend.
Yes, she is, just like every other goalkeeper, right? Yeah, I'm excited to watch her, and also Christine Kwan. She's played at UC San Diego, good midfielder in there, so I'm going to think that Black Diesel is going to play through her a lot.
Kobe, I know we heard from Ashley Webb and mentioned she plays for the El Salvador national team, but Team Orange is a team that's pretty stacked. Natalie Ordonez, she's a defender from La Mirada. She played at Cal State Vulture, and like many of these players, Big West experience and looking to put their stamp on the first ever Omega Championship.
Yeah, when you look at a lot of these players, you know, this is where you want to step up, you want to stand out. It's the final, and you talked about this, the Orange team, the Crush. You know, they were pretty dominant in the previous matches, so we'll see how they come out within this match.
So an important thing to note is obviously all 3 of these teams went through qualifying to get here to the championship. And so how do they react now that they've had experience on this surface? They've had experience in this circular pitch. And it looks like Diesel is the team that will kick off from our OmegaBall center circle at the heart of this 175 feet in diameter circular pitch. We are set to begin the OmegaBall Championship Women's Final. 3 teams, Diesel in black, Orange Crush, and Drift in red, taking the field here inside this circular surface at the Orange County Great Park here in Irvine, California. Leslie Osborne, Mark Rogandino, and Kobe Jones with you here to bring you all of the chaotic action. And we're underway. Game on here in the OmegaBall Championship Women's Final. You heard from Ashley Webb. She gets the first look at goal in the opening couple of seconds. But as is the case, and what we'll see here, Leslie, is the fact that when the ball comes in from one direction, it immediately usually goes to open space in the other direction, and now a corner here for Sierra Rondini. Decision-making will be the utmost importance. Loose ball in front, and the header there from Valerie Ramirez going just wide. Long distance and just missing the upper corner there was Michaela Bowden.
What I like about this is already we've seen the tactics. It's shots from distance. Everyone's just grabbing it and having a shot right away. Not a whole lot of like setting it up and passing right now. Early on in the match, we'll see if that changes over time.
Vanessa Reed stepping in there for Diesel for a moment. The ball will turn over one more time. Save out in front, Vanessa Reed inside the area. She'll elect to come all the way across the field, trying to find Jensen Keith. And that was the beauty of OmegaBall right there, right? Jensen Keith didn't go for the initial area of the goal. Instead, she turned and tried to go at Orange Crush.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was so excited and curious about that, how many times that's going to happen. I think it takes a creative, smart midfielder type player to recognize that, change goals, catch Orange Crush in that example off guard.
Here comes Webb. She'll lay it out wide here. It's going to be another corner here for Red. So it was Orange on the attack there, Kobe, but yet its last touch and comes out for a corner for Red in a completely different direction.
Yeah, and then it's just about how quickly can you just transition.
Save, loose ball in the area. And a good save going down is Angela Longo to make sure she smothered it.
What a save that was. I mean, that was a point-blank shot, and it just came out, got a finger on it, and a foot.
Nano cutting inside, looking to get one with her right foot there. Ball all the way across the face of Drift goal.
One of the things that I have noticed already is that you get a little bit of leeway. If your pass is a little bit off, a teammate can just kind of shift and go the other direction, and you're facing goal.
So save there at one in for Orange Crush. They quickly play out of the back. Here comes Ashley Webb, 26 years old, lofting one onto the back post, maybe looking for a chance. Almost a vulture there, and it's off the post. Second chance will go just wide.
I love it that there are 3 different players from each team trying to find a way to get on that ball.
And I like what Ashley Webb's doing out there. She's kind of the quarterback for the Orange Crush. Ashley's doing a nice job kind of dictating the play, being the quarterback back there. Good service.
This is Michaela Bowden.
Looking for some help there, all the way across.
Little layoff there from Nano, trying to pick out Ashley Webb on an overlapping run. The thing about overlapping runs is you don't have a ton of room to create those runs.
No, not a ton of room at all, but it's also like we always hear, Leslie, right? Bending runs, bending runs. Well, everything's bending here.
Including the field.
Well, Nano's getting the ball so much for the Orange Crush, but she's doing the same thing every time. Hopefully the other teams catch on. She gets it on that right foot, and I think she's shooting it far post every single time.
Well, it's funny because I spoke with her in qualifying, and she talked about she's a center back, but she loves to get forward in attacking options. I don't know that there is positional spots that you can really reference. Is there a defender? Is there a forward or attacker in a true sense? Long distance off the bar, and it goes in!
Ashley Webb, just talked about her, utilized that space so nicely, and what a shot.
A look at it on the big screen.
Yeah, I love it. Ashley Webb, I've been talking about her. I think she's doing a really nice job being that quarterback for the team, recognizes the goalkeeper out, and what a shot, just dips over that goalkeeper.
Can often be a game of inches. She just slipped it under the crossbar. You could hear it bang off the top. Into the back of the net. Maybe a little bit of history there, you guys. First ever goal in the OmegaBall Championship final of the women's side.
Not a bad one, not a bad one to be the first one, right?
Right. It was no freebie. It was a crack from 30+ yards out. which of the other two teams maybe has a chance to respond. Here's Webb again looking for her own, pulling the trigger with the right foot, but that one off the mark.
Well, I can tell you Webb is definitely standing out. She's aggressive getting to the ball, and as soon as she wins it, she's looking up and almost a play Vulture there.
So yeah, and so we've heard the term out there, Vulture opportunity or Vulture play right there. That's when one team is attacking a certain goal, but the ball could turn over, allowing another team to pick up really a loose ball opportunity in front of an opponent's net. In that case, it was Rika Johnson almost stepping in and getting the ball. When we come back, it's more of the OmegaBall Championship Final.
OmegaBall is soccer with a twist.
And it is absolute chaos.
I've never seen anything like OmegaBall.
It's like soccer, but not like soccer at all.
Regular soccer rules apply, but you're on a circular field with 3 different teams.
We have 3 goals, 3 teams, 1 field. The rules of OmegaBall are 5 plays on each team.
You can shoot on any goal.
There are no throw-ons.
No offsides.
Goalies can score.
Wait, say again?
Goalies can also score.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a goalie's dream to score goals, so.
It's kind of like a mix of soccer and basketball.
2 goals to shoot on is always nice. You have options, 2 different goals that you can score on. There's a lot of players on the field, so you have to be quick, you have to be on your toes, and you have to be active at all times.
But when the ball goes out, you only have 5 seconds to get it back in. There's no like wasted time or dragging your feet or anything, which I really love. It keeps the game moving.
But you just honestly try to score as many goals as possible and don't get scored on.
Welcome back to OmegaBall. We're just past halfway through this opening period of the women's final here in the OmegaBall Championship. Feeling about and trying to further it up top, looking for Nano. Instead, it's cleared away. And a battle for it. Sierra Rondini got a foot to it. All right, so it is 1 goal for Orange Crush. The other 2 teams, Diesel and Drift, scoreless so far. Nano looking for an opportunity on the Drift goal. Oh, it comes off the post. And Ashley Webb, the lone goal scorer, will corral it for a minute, immediately switching directions to go the other way. All right, thoughts so far, Kobe and Leslie?
Well, you take a look at this shot. I mean, watch this. This is Rika Johnson just picks up this ball right in front of the goal, and then it just goes off of the post. Well, a little save and then off the post. I didn't know that. Yeah, there. Fantastic.
What I love is Nano, the center back, right? Who wants a goal so badly, and it's coming. It's coming.
Left-footed shot in the upper corner, and Diesel is on the board here in the first period. That is laser off the left foot of Rika Johnson.
Well, Rika Johnson the first time was denied with the save, but this time would not be denied at that near post. Just blasts it home. Fantastic
goal!
Left foot.
Just as you're seeing that goal from Rika Johnson, another one into the back of the net of Drift. Here's Vanessa Reed. Oh, good skill out there on the wide spot. Shot finds the back of the net again. All of a sudden, Diesel starting to open things up here.
Yeah, well, Rika Johnson, once again, with another goal, she's starting to take advantage just over on that area of just picking up the ball and then just dribbling by usually 1 defender.
Yep.
And then putting the ball in the back of the net. I think there may have to be a little bit of an adjustment from Drift.
Now that we're starting to get deep into this first period of this women's OmegaBall Championship final, starting to see some fresh legs rotate in and out. Shot and a goal. That's how quickly it can happen. That time, Desiree Felix spinning and putting that one into the back of the net.
Yeah, Nano doing a nice job holding that ball, recognizing what a good little turn by Felix to finish that one off.
Kobe, we've already seen Orange Crush find the back of the net twice. This time it's Desiree Felix.
Yeah, well, that ball just skips through 2 defenders. It's one of those old ones, Leslie, where it's like, you got it, no, you got it, you got it. No one clears it, and Desiree Felix finds the ball at her feet and just blasts it home.
more times. It's Felix trying to spin and finish.
Love it. Same build up. Nano to Felix again. Just a nice little left foot on her.
Now you get the feeling like everyone's starting to pick on Drift right now.
Sorry.
And indeed they are. Another one into the back of the net on Drift. And this creates a situation here as we've got just a little over 2.5 minutes left here in this first period of play where, you know, Red Drift has not been able to score so far. Yet Orange Crush and Diesel both have found the net 3 times. Milano comes out and able to smother the loose ball.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You look at Drift and how they're playing. They almost have 3 in the back.
Yep.
And 1 sitting way high, so they're giving up the central part of the field. And that seems to be the problem for them, where it's allowing the other teams to just say, okay, there's space right in front of them, let's attack.
Yeah, and the only way it looks like they think they're...
Martin calling her own number. See if either Orange Crush or Diesel finds one more before we hit the horn here in this opening period of the OmegaBall Championship.
Well, I tell you, Rika Johnson, she's got a standard move. She's getting
back inside, and that's a finish.
Is that what we call a vulture?
It was pretty close, wasn't it?
Just a bad pass, and it just rolls through, and you know, then all of a sudden, goal.
Final few seconds. Nano. Shot will go just wide of the near post, and the horn will sound, bringing our first period of play in the OmegaBall Women's Championship Final to a close. You're watching OmegaBall Championships from Irvine, California. We are just getting started. More goals, more action, more chaos coming up. Capelli Sport. OmegaBall Championships presented by Capelli Sport. Head to capellisport.com to get your soccer gear today.
The OmegaBall pitch is a circular field, 175 feet in diameter, and allowing for 360 degrees of play in any direction. Designed with 3 goals for 3 teams who are on the field at the same time. Each team, which is made up of 5 players, will defend their own goal and have the opportunity to score on the other 2. There are no throw-ins, only corner kicks, taken from 3 designated corner kick locations where the player can kick the ball in any direction. The OmegaBall pitch is uniquely designed for a free-flowing and fast-paced game with lots of scoring.
The OmegaBall field uniqueness in the pitch was great because every time the ball went out, there was no throw-ins. I like that you play with your feet only. You play from the corner kicks, which there's 3 corner kicks. So personally, I like that. Give you a chance to kind of set up and use your feet.
It makes you think about soccer in a different light. Obviously, the field is circular, so it's actually really fun. It was just really different.
I've never seen anything like OmegaBall.
I've never played a game like this. It allows you to possess and attack in so many different ways, so many different directions, and really you have way more space than you think that you do, which is really cool.
It is super chaotic on the pitch and just really fun and fast. I like the quick transitions. It's not just straight one line up and down. You can go any direction, anytime, and anyone can score a goal any moment.
The OmegaBall field keeps you on your toes. Stay turned on the whole entire time and don't shut off for a second.
It's a gorgeous day in Southern California, perfect for the OmegaBall Championship Women's Final here at the Orange County Great Park in Irvine, California. We have played 15 minutes, the opening period behind us. Orange Crush leading the way with 5 goals, Diesel with 3, and Team Drift, the team in red, still looking to get themselves on the board. Kobe Jones, Mark Rogatino with you upstairs. We're set to begin the second period here in the Women's Championship Final of OmegaBall. It's Drift who immediately spin and looking for a shot on goal. 5-3-0 is your score, with Orange with 5, Diesel with 3, and Drift still looking for their first goal here in the women's final. That ball goes out, and so it'll be Sierra Rendini. I'm sure that your 2 kids are watching in this one. Direct shot right on goal. Webb. She scored the very first goal of our women's final, laying it off there for Nano. Now she can switch the point of attack. Come over here and look to attack on drift. She does. Long distance effort looping into the gloves of Angela Longo.
By the time you take a touch, when the ball is in the air, you've already got a defender or two on you.
From two different teams.
Yeah.
Good collection with a defender on her back. Natalie Losada Lacumi. And a shot comes off the crossbar.
It's coming. It's coming, Drift.
Yeah, I feel like Drift is probably, of the three teams, rang the post or the crossbar the most so far in the final, but yet they still haven't been able to find one to slip into the back of the net.
Yeah, and Randini's been doing this all game with her right foot on corner kicks and taking those long distance shots.
There was Kim Mendez with a long distance effort. Oh, there's another one. Follow-up chance. Could this be it? Oh, the right-footed chance for Carla Menjivar denied, but it will be a corner now here for Drift. They're knocking on the door, certainly. Long distance one a moment ago. Just like that. It is Diesel picking the ball out of the back of the net. We'll get confirmation to make sure. I think that might be Drift's. Nope, it's Orange. The first team on the board, same as the team that scored first in our first period. Crush adding to their 5-goal tally. They now have 6. Let's go back and look at it real quick. Off the corner. Oh, great service in.
Off the corner, and it's a header. And look at this, it's a corner from Drift.
Right.
And it ends up being Crush that jumps on top of it. And I think it's a little bit, you know, shooting yourself in the foot. You're giving Crush just a little bit more. Webb just keeps finding a way.
Right. Back post ball, good save from Villano and cleared away by Drift. Felix with the chance, and that one's tipped out. And it should be a corner, I believe, here for Crush. It will be. You know, I spoke with a couple of the goalkeepers, and they talked about the fact that in this game, how much more you are involved in the game. If you think about it in a normal, 90-minute game, you're only involved in a small portion of the game as a keeper. Switching directions here. Nano tried with the first time, and the left foot goes over the bar.
Great tactic. Great tactic, because everyone's looking to go one way. Nano sneaks in with a little bit of talk, a little bit of communication. It gets the ball laid up to her right in front of the goal, but like you saw, it just puts it up over the bar.
Turnover here, pouncing on it is Natalie Losada Lacumi looking for help. Nice little 1-2 there onto the back post for Vanessa Reed, but out of play. Did just go out. It'll be a red corner. Touch was a little heavy there from Ashley Webb, and it just dipped over the line. Here's Christine Kwan. Looking for some help. Spinning left-footed shot. Quick one there, and a follow-up Vulture chance for Orange. Crush using Desiree Felix for another strike. Don't you move, it's more of the OmegaBall Championship Final from Irvine, California, coming up next.
Strategy. Lots of different strategies. To have one kind of roaming in the middle, one roaming up top, so that way we're kind of covering both sides.
I would say all of us are still learning the strategy. If you have no defense, you will lose.
Steer one way, ping the opposite side, catch somebody sleeping. You want to always see if you can catch the defense off guard.
I like the different strategies. It's tactical thinking. You have basically 10 defenders against 5 people. You're kind of at a disadvantage already, so we didn't want to hold on to the ball too much. With quick releases, quick plays, almost just like a bunch of counterattacks, and take shots from the outside.
To try and surprise the other teams. Quick 1-2 passes, and then switch the direction and take a shot as quickly as possible.
Firm passes, quick tempo, and then get as many shots off as possible to have the best chance of winning.
We're back with the second period of the Women's OmegaBall Championship Finals.
Everyone's got to be on your toes. You can't take a breath. You got to head on your swivel. You just can't sleep at all.
Vanessa with the long distance shot, and that's a thing of beauty. Vanessa Reed with her first goal of the Omega Championship final. Up forward here. Sada looking for a chance. And ricocheting into the back of the net. I think that should be another goal there for Diesel. Pass out there from Longo. Trying to pick out Michaela Bowden. Rika Johnson looking for the corner, and it pings off the post. Rika Johnson, originally from Bogota, Colombia.
Kimberly Mendez steps up with the goal, and it just seems like consistently Drift having a difficult time. And now we're at the point as we see the scoreline, 7-6-0. What's the mentality of Drift right now? Do they feel that it's out of reach? And how can they still affect this game?
A couple of changes coming on. Well, it seems that both teams know, I think, that anytime they get into this area, they want to go at the Drift net. See if they can find that one off the bar again, the right foot of Desiree Felix. No immediate follow-up chance for either team. It was a 2-goal advantage for Orange Crush over Diesel to begin this second period, but all of a sudden, Diesel have kind of found their stride here, and they've cut into that lead. What's changed?
Well, I think for me, from what I've seen so far, Diesel's doing a good job of just changing the point of attack, going from one direction and shifting quickly. And, you know, maybe a little bit of what we heard from Kimberly Mendez, maybe we're going to pick on Crush a little bit, put them under pressure so they can't get forward so much.
I was just going to say, unless if you're forcing them to defend, then certainly they're not going to have as many numbers in the attack. Oh, there it is! Yes! Drift on the board, Valerie Ramirez with the left-footed strike.
And what a strike that was.
The fan favorites over here, and the crowd was going wild for that one.
They're always going to remember the first, and right here, it's a beauty from Ramirez.
Yeah, and a left-footed strike. Ramirez has had a lot of opportunities, and what a nice strike. Upper 90, far post. Beautiful goal.
Back to the live pictures there. Loose ball in front after it came out of the fingertips of Villano. Quick corner taken by Diesel. Out top for Mendez. Quan, maybe a chance to serve it in. Instead, she's kind of pushed into the corner there by Sierra Rendini.
You can see just Diesel's playing much quicker than they were in that first period. I think they're starting to really realize how it needs to be played, where the attacking needs to be, and once again, pay attention to how quickly they change the point of attack.
Yeah, I like their movement tactically. When they win it, they move quickly. They're supporting.
And there's a Vulture chance. Jensen Keith, and we're tied.
Jensen Keith, she was just looking to be in the right spot, not trying to defend, letting the shot go, and then finding a way to jump on and Vulture. Oh, that Drift has another one.
Ramirez again, she did the first one with her left foot, that one a right-footed rocket into the lower corner. And so all of a sudden, Crush and Diesel tied on 7s, and Drift have scored their first 2 goals of the championship final with 2. But you know what that means, Leslie and Kobe. We're setting up for quite.
Oh, what a touch. You see that
What
touch?
a goal.
Brilliant. And the horn sounds to bring the second period of the OmegaBall Championship Women's Final to a close. Desiree Felix with that decisive goal in the final seconds of the second period. So that means that Crush, just as they did out of the first 15 minutes, they will take a lead into what could be the third and final period. Let's go to the highlights from our second period here at the Great Park in Irvine.
This is one of the ways you look at it. See, this is a Vulture goal, and this is exactly what we see. Sometimes you don't have to defend. You let the players go. Just be in the right spot. Be ready for it. Staying in tune with the play.
Absolute laser from Vanessa Reed there a moment ago. And that was some great skill from Natalie Losada.
I like that one. That's almost like a no-look shot. Just head down, knowing where the goal is, find it. And here's the one I like. Nice touch over the top. Golazo.
Desiree Felix, top scorer for Cal Baptist back a couple of seasons ago, playing in her collegiate ball. So 2 periods down here in our OmegaBall Women's Championship Final. Crush has a slight lead. Diesel right behind them. And Drift, could they have a surprise, amazing comeback? It's the third and final period of the OmegaBall Championships, and it's next. OmegaBall Championships presented by TNNS, the cryptocurrency that is building a better future for sports. Head to www.tnns.pro for more information. Welcome back to the Women's OmegaBall Championship Finals. It's the OmegaBall Championship from the Great Park in Irvine, California, and we have played 2 periods heading toward what could be the third and final period. Crush leading with 8 goals, but just narrowly in front of Diesel, who has 7, and Drift with 2 so far, heading toward the third. We take you downstairs, a little bit more player reaction. We go down to Leslie Osborne standing by with Nano Oroños.
Thanks, Mark. Nano, nice to meet you. Great job out there. Let's start off with, how are you liking OmegaBall? You're center back defender, right? You're out there, you're trying to score goals. What has been your experience so far with OmegaBall?
Oh my gosh, it's so different, but it's so much fun. As a center back, I do like to go forward, so I think with this, it gives me the option to, well, I'm going to go this way, but now I can switch it up, and then if that gets crowded, I could go back, and so it definitely creates a lot more opportunity, and I mean, it's fun, just like the different thinking, trying to get creative, trying to like defend our goal, but then you also have to like help the other team like defend, so like it's so much fun. It's tiring, but it's pretty cool, like getting just a different side of soccer and bringing out more creative side.
And tell me this, is a goal coming?
Oh gosh, I sure hope so.
We hope so too. You're looking good out there, so close. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good stuff down there, Leslie. Yeah, there's been a lot of goals coming, and a couple of times Nano has been really, really close for Orange Crush, but yet has not been able to put one into the back of the net. It's the third period of the Omega Championship Women's Final. Crush with a slight lead over Diesel as we begin the final 15-minute period. We've seen goals coming in from every single direction here this afternoon in Irvine, and I don't expect that to change at all. We call a little bit of controlled chaos here on this circular pitch. Kobe Jones, Leslie Osborne, Mark Rogandino, and the rest of our OmegaBall Championship crew here with you. It is perfect, pristine conditions for OmegaBall here in Southern California this afternoon. Temperatures right around 70 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Sorry for the rest of you watching from other parts of the country.
What'd you say, it's 72 and sunny?
Again?
Yep, typical Cali.
That footed shot from Felix, that will go wide, and so it will start in the gloves of Elisa Martin.
Now, I do have to say, just as far as we talk about the conditions, see this long ball in, Crush has a pretty good spot with the sun behind them, so when they're going forward, it's not too bad. But
Webb, a little burst of speed, but the shot will go wide.
And maybe this has something to do with it, but the Drift keeper is looking right into the sun when it's coming from the Crush side.
Here's Nano. Spins away from the other goal. Looked like she was going to go at Drift. Instead, she's going to go at Diesel. Ball into the back. Oh, and there she is!
She wanted it. She wanted it. She gets it.
That's awesome. Good patience by her to play it out wide to get that rebound. And there's Nano having some patience, playing out wide, making a good run, getting that ball back. Easy finish. I told you guys it was coming.
She did start it and she finished it off. That's not bad.
Well, I think to quote what she said in the interview, she looks for another one, and that one's safe. She said, I like being a center back, but I like getting forward with goal-scoring chances.
You don't get a lot of moments as a defender. You definitely got to capitalize on them.
Meanwhile, we have seen a boatload of goals here in this Omega Ball Championship. Crush with a slim 2-goal lead over Diesel. Some good skill there, and the left-footed effort from Natalie Losada goes up and over the crossbar.
Nice little step over there, huh? Had the defender going the wrong way. The skills are coming out. They need it now. There's only a little bit of time left. A little bit, I would say a little bit less energy in this period, as we mentioned, just a little bit tired.
Yep.
Lisa Martin with a kick save there. Felix, square ball across, Webb into the back of the net, and another one for Orange Crush and Ashley Webb.
Now give all the credit to Desiree Felix on that one with the turn, the move, drags 2 defenders her way and then just picks out Webb. Brilliant play.
Brilliant player. Desiree Felix has been so good all game long, so skillful, has the composure and awareness to see Webb wide open, easy finish. But Felix has been tremendous today.
You're watching Omega Ball. It's the championship final, and the action continues next. Welcome back to the final period of the Women's Omega Ball Championship Finals from Irvine, California. Remember, no offside here in Omega Ball, so that means you can, in essence, quote unquote, cherry pick a little bit. Although I don't know if we've seen a ton of that so far here in the final.
No, I think this is like kind of the learning curve where it's just kind of like, okay, where can I sit? Where can I be?
But it feels like Crush knows if they're going to get their chances, they want to turn in that direction and attack drift. Oh, you can just do that.
Brilliant play.
No goal. I think there was a handball just as the ball popped up when Ashley Webb was trying to control it. Oh, it could be a turnover here. Desiree Felix trying to battle for a loose ball. Spins onto her right foot. Still with a chance, and she'll finish it.
That's some brilliance right there.
The Vulture play. Let's go back. That's the effort you're talking about.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the keeper. Not bad. Definitely say this Crush team, players like this are separating themselves from the rest of the team.
Desiree Felix has gone into her bag of tricks a couple of times here in this Omega Ball Championship. Goal line save there from Vanessa Reed. Could Diesel do anything with it? It turns over here. Now, if you're Diesel, Kobe, are you starting to take a few chances? Do you maybe just leave one defender back there? See if you can put a couple more bodies forward, because they need to find goals. They trail Crush by 4.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to do if you're looking to get back into this match, but you can't make mistakes like this. Because you just have players that are waiting. Nana's just waiting to pick that off and go forward and have a shot.
As the seconds are winding down inside the final 3 minutes, could Orange Crush become our first Omega Ball Championship winner? They look pretty close to it. Angela Longo down on her left side to make that save. Good skill from Felix. Nano with the right-footed chance. And out of play. Oh, a turnover and right into the back of the net. That's a gimme. Christine Kwan.
That's a critical mistake.
We're down by 4, that's 1. Would we see a fast and furious comeback here? Reed out in front, just out of the reach of Natalie Rosado.
A lot of chances just coming right on drift consistently. They're having a tough time of just clearing their area.
As you look out over this circular surface, you can start to see a little bit of the body language for Orange Crush. They know a little bit, Leslie, that it's right there. They've done the work.
Yeah, and I think their fitness level, they don't look as tired. You know, they're still moving on and off that ball. They're still trying to score more goals.
Yeah, it shows, right? You can just tell, and it's a certain, seems to be just a difference in level. Their level, if you want to say they're all even, then their level hasn't gone down at all. That due to the fitness. Nice pass.
Back inside, splitting a couple of defenders on the pass from Desiree Felix.
Yeah, going for a second goal.
There she is, still time for it for Nano, cutting inside on her right foot, looking for the corner. And it goes right over the top of the bar.
She's got a big smile on her face. You knew that she had that one.
Final few seconds of this third period. And a long distance effort into the gloves of Haley Villano as the horn sounds to bring the OmegaBall Women's Championship to a close. They scored first in each of the 3 periods. Orange Crush end up with 11 into the back of their 2 opponents' net, and they are your winners of the OmegaBall Women's Championship. A lot of goals, 11 of them for Orange Crush, including several coming off of the feet of Ashley Webb. She's downstairs with Leslie Osborne.
Thanks, Mark. Hi, Ashley. Congratulations. How does it feel to win the first ever OmegaBall Championship?
It feels great. All the hard work and both teams played so good, so I'm so happy to be winning and our team to win as well.
What was the hardest out there for you to learn playing OmegaBall? What was the hardest part of it?
I would say probably utilizing the space is like from one goal to the other and knowing like, okay, there's 6 defenders over here, let's go to the other goal.
Okay, last question. What do you think playing OmegaBall will help translate into soccer?
The fast pace, like transitions, that's everything. Even in soccer, you're defending and then offending and then defending. So that in this is really crucial.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and enjoy it.
No question, Ashley Webb, a big piece of the puzzle for Orange Crush as they crown themselves the OmegaBall champions here this afternoon at the Orange County Great Park in Irvine, California. They did it at both ends of the field, Kobe Jones. They were able to score goals. As Ashley just said there, they were able to find spaces, and in the end, they're your champions.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Crush started off well. Ashley Webb led that team in the beginning. Yeah, they had a little bit of a slowdown, maybe a breather, as we like to say, towards the middle, but they never stopped competing. And for me, they pretty much had this game in control the whole time and finished off well. They were able to, move their game up and down as needed.
Leslie, it almost seems like adjustments in-game are also part of the solution and why Orange Crush are our winners today.
Yeah, I just think their chemistry and their spacing, and they understood each other. They knew their strengths out there. Their fitness level was at just a different level than the other 2 teams, and their confidence overall.
A tip of the cap to our OmegaBall champions here in the women's final, Orange Crush. They come away winners, 11 goals into the back of the net, and they did the work defensively as well. For Leslie Osborne and Kobe Jones and our producer, Kemp Curley, I am Mark Rogandino. You say soccer doesn't have enough scoring? We've got the answer. It's called OmegaBall. It's new, it's entertaining, it's controlled chaos. And OmegaBall championship winners this afternoon are Orange Crush.